It's come to my attention that we are discussing things that we think are incredibly chic. And so, even though nobody asked, I'm going to give you my long ass list of things that I find chic. Starting off strong, we have evening wear, matching pajama sets, nightgowns. I'm currently in this white gauze nightgown, and I feel like I'm in a period piece or Bridgerton. So, chic. A nice hairbrush. I think brushing your hair with something that feels elegant automatically makes you feel like a princess. Having a perfume collection. Yes, I think that having a signature scent is lovely, but if you can build like a perfume collection, so much so that the oils in the bottles are like changing colors and oxidizing, is that the word? I think that's gorgeous. An organized nightstand drawer. I think if you have compartments for cough drops, lotions, lip balms, your Zoloft, like that to me is like as chic as it gets. Like you have your shit together, you are a woman. When you wear like a sweater or a crew neck and you have a white t-shirt popping out the top or the bottom, having a go-to bracelet stack. Like you don't necessarily need to shower in it, but we're talking a tennis bracelet, maybe a bangle, a watch, a little chain with a diamond on it, like a bracelet stack. Wearing a striped button down as a cover up, whether it's over a bikini or a one piece, a blue or red striped button down. It could be Polo, it could be Zara. Like having a fancy body wash that you use on special occasions. I have the Molten Brown Heavenly Ginger just in my shower when I feel like smelling angelic. Monogram toiletry bags. I mean, I was born into this lifestyle where every single toiletry bag DOP kit was monogrammed, but now I have gone above and beyond and every single one of my travel bags is monogrammed to the point where like my skincare bag says face on it, as if like I didn't know that those things were going on my face. Tissue box covers, mine's monogrammed, yours doesn't need to be. I like a linen cover. A Kleenex box is just, it's chuggy, so cover it with something gorgeous. It could be wicker, it could be rattan, like I just think it's chic when your Kleenex matches the aesthetic of your room. Reading a magazine as the plane is taking off, grabbing one at Hudson News, wherever you do your airport shopping, getting on the plane, opening up that bad boy, maybe you're chomping on some gum. I mean, you look like you're straight out of a rom-com. Pearl earrings, I feel like that pretty much speaks for itself. Having a favorite flower or just knowing your flowers, that makes you just seem so mature and like you really care about the smaller, delicate things in life. Ranunculus, Queen Ant lace, like you just need to know your flowers. A peony, a hydrangea. Drinking tea, but also liking it. Like being able to go out to tea and know what you want to have and know what you enjoy. Like I'm a chamomile girl because I cannot have caffeine, but I do love an Earl Grey and an English breakfast. So you have to know your types of tea. Listening to the classics or something that would be playing in like the hotel lobby of a hotel in Paris, like Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Etta James, Louis Armstrong, La Vie en Rose, like that is my song and I feel extremely chic when I listen to it. Having a go-to manicure color combo, and if your nails aren't painted, just keeping them clean, buffed with maybe a little clear coat. But this is 2 coats Funny Buddy, 1 coat Bubble Bath. Basic, but I feel like the baddest, classiest bitch in the world when I show up to the nail salon and they're like, what do you want in your nails? And I just like drop that line. Clutch. Obviously, I'm not really in the phase of life where I'm going to events that I would wear a clutch, but tucking a little back under your arm I think is just fabulous. A navy blue one-piece bathing suit. I bought this one in the 8th grade and honestly it's my biggest flex that I can still fit into it. It's gotten way cheekier with time, but a navy blue one-piece, you never know when you're gonna just wanna do like a little dive off a boat and you're not gonna want your titties to fall out. Appreciating cashmere. You don't have to drop a bag on a sweater, but just appreciating nice materials. Cashmere sweaters, building your collection, having them for years. Cashmere should be worshipped. Reading a book at the pool. Kindles are nice, but a book is chic. Like when you see a chick at the pool reading a hardcover book that's like also aesthetically pleasing, like tell me you're not looking at her. Knowing how to cook. I mean, obviously I feel like this goes without saying. You kind of want to give wifey, but at the same time, like it's very chic when you can like whip up a gorgeous pasta or like grill a chicken breast. Like being good at floral arrangements, like I can whip up a floral arrangement within seconds and it's beautiful. And I think if you can master that art and have it in your back pocket, I think it's really important. That being said, I think the chicest thing of all time is being a jack of all trades, being able to put furniture together, making floral arrangements, cooking, baking, like painting nails, like just having little things in your back pocket that you can whip out, not necessarily to impress someone, but so you can feel confident in like taking care of yourself and doing things for yourself. Very chic. And lastly, a trench coat. I mean, what's better than a trench? I purchased mine right before I went abroad and I wore it everywhere. It doesn't need to be wool. It doesn't need to be fancy. I got mine for like $60 and I wear the shit out of it. And when I put it on, I feel like I make 6 figures a year, even though I'm not touching that in the slightest. So those are things that I find incredibly chic. I feel like most of them are pretty common and universal, but my mother and father remind me daily that I am crazy. And I don't think it's high maintenance. I just like appreciate the good things in life, you know? And my chic, oh God, no. If you saw me eat a rack of ribs, you would know I am not chic. But when I do things that are on this list, I feel like Princess Diana. And I like to go to bed looking like her. So I'm gonna keep brushing my hair 100 strokes a night, people. It's good for hair growth. That's how we keep our hair looking healthy, because what is chicer than healthy hair? Thank you very much. Good night. And if you would like a part 2 to this, please let me know, because there is a lot more where this came from. Part 2 of things I find incredibly chic. Before everyone gets their panties in a ruffle, my evening wear, my matching jammies are from Lake Pajamas, and I'm well aware that they're fabulous. In fact, I did order these in the hopes to wear them to an Alabama football game because my sister's on the dance team, but I was shut down immediately. I don't know why I thought a pajama set would look good with cowgirl boots, but I was hopeful. Okay, number 1, a signature drink. You go into a bar, what's your go-to? The answer is not a vodka soda, okay? That is for desperate times, desperate measures, when you're walking into a gross-ass college bar, okay? You want to count your calories. I'm not into that, but like, I get it. What is your signature drink? It can be Osmo. It could be an espresso martini, a Negroni, that's aggressive, an Aperol Spritz, a French 75, a Hugo Spritz. Or if you're like me, more of a plain Jane, but a little ballsy in the alcohol department, aka the only thing you can keep down is gin, a gin and soda with a lime. But a real lime, not the juice. That shit is gnarly. Next thing I find incredibly chic, bubble water. Now, I'm not saying you're getting a grapefruit spindrift, okay? Cheesy. No, you need to be able to hold your bubbly. Talking a Pellegrino. Just bubble water. I want you to enjoy it. So when you go to a restaurant and they say still or sparkling, you say sparkling with confidence, and you don't need no flavor in that. Obviously, white sheets. White sheets, I don't want navy, I don't want gray. I'm iffy on pattern, okay? Listen, things happen in the middle of the night. You bleed, you crap your pants, you piss, whatever. You want to be able to use bleach, obviously. Duvet covers. I'm not one for quilts. If you want to have a quilt folded at the bottom of your bed, if you want to have a duvet cover folded at the end of your bed, there has to be a duvet cover and a duvet insert somewhere on your bed. Lipstick, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. When I was super depressed and angsty in high school, my mom made incentives for me to get through the rest of senior year. And 1 week, I asked for a YSL lipstick. Crazy, I know, but I mean, I got that senior year of high school and I'm now a senior in college. So lipstick lasts if you use it correctly. I mean, I just feel like $1,000,000 when I'm lipstick, like, oh my God. Ordering an Arnold Palmer iced tea lemonade, not sweet tea lemonade, just iced tea lemonade. If you're going out to lunch with friends, you get an Arnold Palmer and a salad. It's classy. Having a planner, not digital on an iPad with an iPad pen, okay? I've done that. No, not chic. Handwritten planner. You pull that baby out of your purse. I don't care if it's a 3x2. I don't care if it's the size of your MacBook Pro, okay? You are handwriting in a planner. This could be a personal preference, but I think showering and getting clean in a nice jammy set for takeout is as chic as it gets. Chinese food takeout. A little P.F. Chang's in a nightgown. Oh my God, you're gorgeous. A wood-fired charcoal pizza coming to the house. You're in like a matching set, like, shit together. Sun hats, I was placed into them very young because I have sensitive skin and would fry myself. I think sun hats are incredibly chic. Casual flip-flops. It could be a black Havaiana, it could be a rainbow. I think a rainbow is as chic as it gets in terms of like natural flip-flops, casual. Throw that on with a pair of jeans, baggy jeans and a little white t-shirt. I mean, you're in a Nancy Meyers movie. Like, invest in good jeans, okay? Zara is great if you're gonna go like sit and shit or ride a horse. But like, get yourself some good jeans, okay? You don't need to totally break the bank. Go to Anthropologie. They have a great jean bar, okay? You can get good denim that'll last a long time. Go to Neiman's, go to Bloomie's, go to Nordstrom's. Get a good pair of jeans. You'll have them forever. Another thing that should be quality, your undergarments, okay? I want you in stunning underwear or bras, okay? We're women. We want whatever's holding up our titties to be as gorgeous as what's on the outside, okay? We're talking lace. We're talking maybe a pale shade of pink, fancy ass bras, and a sexy cute thong to match, okay? Doesn't need to be lace. I want a little detailing. Maybe it's a bow, maybe it's a rose. Just nice underwear and bras. You have to wear those every day. Make it something exciting when you pull it on your pants. For yourself. This one I learned at age 2. Cleaning your car and keeping a clean car. So chic. Going to the car wash by yourself, keeping on your sunglasses for the whole entire process. Oh my God, CEO. At least in my mind. I don't know many CEOs and I'm not one. But I think it's very chic when you keep your car clean, you have wet wipes in your glove compartment, okay? A little hand sani after a drive-through, gas station, disgusting. You're not putting those cheap-ass Febreze air purifiers in your vents, okay? No, disgusting. We're keeping it fresh. Cuticle oil and hand cream, I feel like that's self-explanatory, but we don't want dry knuckles and we want moist cuticles. Hate to use the word moist, but we want gorgeous cuticles, okay? We're not biting our fingernails. No, no, no. A plethora of sundresses. When it's 90 degrees in Chicago, you're not going to catch me dead in jeans, okay? I need a breeze between the knees and I'm in a sundress. Maybe I throw on a cardigan if it gets a little chilly by the lake, but you need to have a closet full of sundresses. Phone calls. Phone calls are incredibly chic. I think calling up a friend, whether you're on a hot girl walk or you got a little commute to work, call a friend. Call a friend in a different state. I think that is so chic. Blowouts, obviously, and I don't mean go to like a blow dry bar, like do it yourself. Get a round brush and an old school blow dryer and do it. Get a Dyson, get a Shark, get a Revlon. A blowout, whenever you're on your period, blowouts the whole week. I'm telling you, you won't even feel like you're on your period anymore. Blush, I think that's my favorite part of my makeup routine, but applying blush, are you kidding me? That's as chic as it gets, and just the act of doing so, like putting on rouge, are you kidding me? Being alone, incredibly chic. I did it often growing up. I hated high school and middle school and quite frankly some of college, but you have to be good at being alone, and nothing is chicer when you see a girl comfortable being by herself, okay? When I was abroad, I would go out to dinner by myself. And sometimes, like, if I was really uncomfortable, I'd download a show on Netflix and watch it at the restaurant. But, like, again, be by yourself. Learn to be comfortable sitting with yourself. They say your siblings are with you forever, whatever. Tess is on her own side mission, okay? It's you, yourself, and I got comfortable being with yourself. It's very chic. I feel like this goes without saying. Being educated, I can't believe I even have to put this on the list, but it's very chic when you're educated, okay? You can hold a political conversation. You know what's going on in the 21st century. Just staying in the know, being educated on religions, current events, things that are happening. You'd be surprised how many girls really bring their score down by being uneducated, okay? Not chic. And lastly, don't mean to toot my own horn, but I do bring my own bags to the grocery store, okay? Partially because I get this horrible vision of me walking to my car and my bags breaking, and it's just like secondhand embarrassment for everyone around me. But really, it's good for the environment, and you just feel like you're in a little coastal beach town running to the market. So, okay, as wild as this is, I could make a part 3 of this because there is way more where this came from. But those are things that I find incredibly chic, and yes, I am well aware that I am insane, but thank you for watching.
I've been seeing a lot of videos of girls talking about things that they find chic, but a lot of the things are physical. So I wanted to share my mental and physical things that I find chic. The first thing that I put is thoughtfully speaking, like speaking with intention rather than just speaking to speak. That's one thing that I struggle with, but the thing that I notice with some of my friends is that they'll be quiet, but when they have something to say, it's always the right thing to say and it's intentional. And like, I much rather listen to someone who is intentionally speaking rather than just like speaking just to speak. This is really random, but like mindfully eating, someone who knows when they're full and when to stop eating rather than just to keep eating just because they feel the need to finish the whole plate. Also with the mindful eating is just always eating healthy, like eating it intentionally, knowing that it's good for you and eating it because your body needs that rather than something unhealthy. Knowing what you want, I think, is so much cooler than being so indecisive. Like, I'm a very indecisive person, and I love seeing a woman who's like, oh, I'm gonna get this, this, and this, or like they already know what they want. They don't like have to pick between the two. Like, that's what they want and they're getting it. And I'm just like, dang, like, you don't even have to think twice about it. Having emotional intelligence is one of the biggest things. Like, giving advice that's actually intentional and will actually help someone, rather than making decisions out of how you feel in that moment. I will only get advice from people that I know that have emotional intelligence. I have lots of friends, and I know that they intentionally want good things for me, but that might not be the best decision to make because it's out of impulse and not out of like outcome. You want to be the friend where people ask you for advice, because that's when you know you're emotionally intelligent. This is like sort of a mental one, but not really. Just quality over quantity. Whenever I see a woman or just a person that has one really nice thing over like 10 cheap things, like for example makeup, you know, you can have 100 blushes, but then that one girl who has like the really nice expensive one blush, I think is so much more chic, rather than having like so many of just like the same thing. And these are the physical things that I find very chic. One is being cursive. I used to write in cursive when I was younger because my mom taught me, but then once I went to public school, I started just writing normally. But I saw my aunt and my mom writing, like just looking through their old letters and how pretty their handwriting was. So I started writing everything in cursive just because I feel like it's just more chic, like it's just more cute. I love tortoiseshell. Tortoiseshell anything just looks really classy to me. I don't know what it is about it, but that's just one thing I had to include. Doing a full face but then no mascara, it just looks so much more natural than mascara and literally no makeup. Whenever I curl my eyelashes and don't wear mascara, it just looks like a clean girl, like really good base but natural, compared to when I'm wearing mascara. Next is half up, half down hairstyles. I love a half up, half down, because it's like away from your face and you just look like clean and put together, but like then you can see the long voluptuous cute hair. I just love it. I love ballet flats. I think that they're so cute. You can dress them up or dress them down, but no matter what, it just looks very classy and chic. Monogram anything is really cute too. I just feel like it's so just put together, like that's yours, but it's just so girly and chic. I keep saying chic, but that's the point of this video. Another one is baking. I don't know what about baking is chic, but it's just like anytime I picture a girl baking something or like bringing you a baked good as a thank you gift, I just think that's so chic. And then I took my nails off, but always getting kind of short nails but the same color. Like, I love seeing a girl who's always has her nails done but it's always the same color, because it's like she knows that's her color, she's sticking with it, and it just looks cute and chic. Okay, that's everything I find chic. I love y'all and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!
Things that I find incredibly chic. I have seen so many people do this and I just want to do this trend. So gonna be super niche. So some of you might not even think these are chic. These are just things I'm obsessed with. First, and 100% short nails. There's no two ways about it. I think short nails are the chicest thing ever. If you have a perfect manicure with short nails and it's like not distracting but a really beautiful color, something about it, you're just elevated, you're just chic.
A slick back bun but with a side part, like anyone can do a slick back bun, but if you go to the extent to do a side part, you are actively trying to be chic. You are actively like making a look rather than like putting up your greasy hair. Anything in a middle tube, like a squeezy tube, like a hand lotion, a lip gloss, a toothpaste, the type of thought and effort and like commitment to the aesthetic that even like your little miscellaneous things in your purse look cute. On a collective agreement that jewelry is ultimately chic, but I think the way in which you style jewelry, mixing metals, bangles, chunky, those ones that look like they're made out of like clear plastic but are definitely more expensive and probably a designer, if you know what I mean. If you can mix those and have your own personal style when it comes to jewelry, I just think that's incredibly chic. I'm not even sure what to call this, but brand loyalty. Like if there's a specific brand I always see you using and you are just so committed to it, like you are loyal to it, you do not sway, that is incredibly chic. Or if you have like a specific clothing item that you are constantly wearing but like in a new way, you are so loyal to this piece, you love it so much that you find so many different ways to wear it. I just think that is so chic. Okay, last and probably one of my favorite ones is no mascara with your makeup. Like if you can rock a no mascara look, skin and the outfit are truly the star. It's even cooler because you probably got ready in under an hour. Those are some of the things I find incredibly chic, and I could go on forever. Let me know if you want me to go on forever.
As a girl obsessed with all things fashion, makeup, hair, skin, let's talk about things that I find incredibly chic. Having plain nails like French tips or light pink is so chic in my opinion. Having a basic purse that you bring around everywhere. I have this little black purse from TikTok shop that you will not see me without this. Mixing metals. I've started wearing gold with silver and I think it is so beautiful. Having a lip combo on at all times. I always have lip liner, lip gloss in my purse, and I feel like if my lips are done, I feel better about myself. Matching silk pajamas. When I wear them, I feel so put together. Having a go-to scent. I've worn the same perfume since 5th grade. I've stuck to it and I'll never go back. Having a good vocabulary. I've been trying to broaden my vocabulary this year because one of my friends has a really good one. And listening to her talk, I'm just like, wow. Having a good makeup routine where your makeup is not too much. It's just natural and highlights your best features.